Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market alert for Tuesday, December 14th. U.S. stock futures in the major European markets are trading in a narrow range this morning, but Asian stocks finished solidly higher. Seoul's Kospi Index closed at its best level in more than 3 years, thanks to a boost from Hyundai Heavy Industries. Investors here in the U.S. are waiting on an announcement on monetary policy from the Federal Reserve, due out at 2:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Just a few minutes ago, we found out that inflation at the wholesale level rose 0.8% in November, a bit higher than expected and the highest level since March. Excluding food and energy costs, core producer prices ticked up 0.3%. Meanwhile, retail sales rose 0.8% last month. We'll bring you market reaction to those reports after the opening bell.
In corporate news, keep an eye on shares of Best Buy today. They're tumbling 10% in the pre-market after the world's biggest electronic retailer fell short of sales and profit expectations. Meanwhile, analysts are expecting a quarterly loss of 71 cents a share from the home builder Hovnanian. Real estate investment trust HCP is buying all the assets of the privately held nursing home operator HCR ManorCare for more than $6 billion. Shares of HCP are set to open higher. Some more news out of the healthcare industry this morning. Piper Jaffray upgraded Amgen to overweight after the company reported positive trial data for a new cancer drug. Those shares are jumping 7% in the pre-market trading. Pfizer is also higher ahead of the bell after it raised its quarterly dividend by 11% to 20 cents a share. Elsewhere, Credit Suisse placed a new outperform rating on Mylan Laboratories, and Endo Pharmaceutical got a new neutral rating.
Lots of analyst calls in the energy sector to tell you about. Jefferies weighed in on most of the big players in the industry. It rated ConocoPhillips, Royal Dutch Shell, and Total as buys, but ExxonMobil and BP were rated holds. Entergy, Exelon, and Constellation Energy also got hold ratings from Dahlman Rose. Meanwhile, shares of Tesoro are losing ground after Bank of America downgraded it to neutral. And Goldman Sachs said it expects crude oil prices to reach $100. Right now, crude is holding steady at just under $89 a barrel.
Turning to the communications industry, Nomura is out with calls on cable operators and telecom firms. DirecTV, Dish Network, Sprint, Nextel, and Verizon all got new neutral ratings. But there are also several buys among the group, including AT&T, Quest Communications, Cablevision, Time Warner Cable, and Comcast. Comcast was also raised to outperform by Bernstein.
Shares of Apple are losing ground in the pre-market after Morgan Stanley removed the stock from its best ideas list. Meanwhile, Janney Montgomery rated chipmaker EMC a new buy, but Piper Jaffray cut Compellent to neutral after it accepted a buyout offer from Dell. MKM Partners says it sees no other bidder for the company. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with market reaction to today's economic numbers.